guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sarah, Choi, and
Steph!
my sister. This is so weird. Oh, no. This is our first collab, and I think it's the first time you're actually watching me make a video.
It is,
which
my
is
first
really
time.
making me nervous.
Oh really? Oh no, it's okay.
Some people actually requested for a mukbang. I didn't really know what kind of theme I should do it, so I thought it would be actually fun to share about weird experience we had on Japanese train.
We introduced the food too.
Okay, yeah, sure. So today the food we got like a bunch of 7-Eleven food. I don't know how to translate some of them.
Oh really? I could help you.
This is sweet and sour shrimp, and this one is fried chicken, and I think inside there's cheese and shiso, which is like, I think it's sesame.
Should we just do like this?
Yeah. And
I think this is like,
it's like
yam.
It's like a
Potato. Like a really sticky potato.
Yeah. And then there is a little bit of
Bonito flakes.
Yeah. Bonito flakes with like some like soy sauce. The pickled cucumbers. And then this is zuri.
It says, I remember what it said on the package. It says gizzard.
Then yeah.
I've never bought this because I was just not interested in it.
Oh really? It's really good. And that's the pizza. This pizza is so good.
Apparently. I work at 7-Eleven and customers come looking for this too. I've never tried it.
I'm like really obsessed with this pizza. Can you leave the video? I feel it's really
Wait, leave the video?
lead
Oh, lead the
okay. Do these types of videos.
Okay, if you're gonna talk about like weird experiences on Japanese trains, so one time, this was when I was still in high school, so I was in my safe group. I was coming back home from Juku. The trains were packed, okay? I was sitting down, and like, it was so bad to the point where a person could barely fit next to me, but they could fit next to me, okay? And this guy comes, and he's like, stop, and he sits down. He looks at me straight in the eye, and I look at him back, and he has like boogers running down, like water boogers, and he shows me his tiki. He's holding it upside down, and he's like, "Konnichiwa, Sato desu," like that. And I was like, he was like shougaisha. At first, when he sat next to me and went like this, I thought it was someone I knew. That's why I was like, "Ah, konnichiwa," like that. And he's like, "Konnichiwa, Sato desu," and I was like, oh shit, I don't know who this guy is. Like, this is so weird, like that. Finally, it was my stop, okay? So my plan was, I thought that if I stood up too early, then he'll come follow me, okay? So my plan was like, keep sitting as if like I'm not gonna move, and right when the door opens, just stand up and barge out, okay? But the moment I stood up, he stood up with me. Yeah, and I got so scared, so I just decided to stay in the train. I got off two stations after, so I got off at, so we live in, right? And I got off at, I was really scared and I didn't know what to do, so I called Jen. And I was like, Jen, there's this like guy that's like following me, and he's kind of, it's like really creeping me out like that. And then Jen's like, where is he now, like that? And I was like, I don't know. And I turned around and he's there, and he's like, and I was like, Jen, he's still here, like that. And I was like walking just like back and forth because I didn't know what to do. And eventually I lost him. The station is like, there's like a lot of people, and it's like a station where people transit. And then I lost him, and I was like, okay, I have to walk home really fast. And then I forgot what I did.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna top that story. I'm gonna try to say a similar experience that I had. It was like the beginning of the New Year's, and Japanese companies, like in the beginning of the New Year, they do bonenkai. I don't know how to translate it in
It's like end of the year party.
Yeah, it's like end of the year party, and then we were having like the bonenkai, and it was like over. And since it starts at night and we like eat dinner with everyone, when it ends, it's like around like 10 and 11 o'clock. And I was like going home. I think I was still an intern at that time. So I was like in a suit and like, you know, just like in high heels and stuff, and I'm just like walking. And then all of a sudden there's like oji-san was, he's like, めっちゃ笑顔でこっち見てて. And then I was like, eh.
With the train?
No, I was on the way to the train. And then he was just like, あ、すいません. And I was like, hi. He's like, 僕、田舎のもんでね、なんかここら辺あんまり知らないんですよ. Like that. And I was like, okay. Like, I don't mind helping, like giving directions. I was like listening to this dude, and then he was just like, で、飲み屋ありますか? Like that. I thought that was a really weird question because I mean, like Osaka in general, there's everything in Osaka. Yeah. I can't name something that you can't find in Osaka. Like 飲み屋とかこそ絶対あるやんか. And especially like, there's like a lot of places to drink. He's like, is there anywhere izakaya around here? And I was like, we're like in the basement of the station. And I was like, oh, just go up the stairs. Like, you're gonna find one right away. I was like, I saw this guy, like, and he wouldn't like leave. I was really tired and I just really wanted to go home. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go now. I was trying to go to the station and he was like following me. And I was like, okay, why isn't he leaving? Like, I just told him it's there. And he's like, お姉さんみたいな人とご飯食べれたらいいな. Yeah,
Was he kind of old?
no, he wasn't old.
Oh,
he
okay,
was like
okay.
30, 40代ぐらいの人.
Oh.
He was like looking at me like he's like waiting for me to ask him to go out to eat the whole time. And he was like really hinting me, just ask me already. Like, just ask me to go out. Like, it's just so funky to Just like really ignoring him. I was just like walking to the station. And I think he like got the hint. And then he was just like, もうそろそろ時間なんで行きます like that. He just like left. It was really weird.
That was gonna be bone in this. Oh my god, I'm so happy.
I just told you there's cheese in the chicken.
I only could think of like dark stories. Another weird thing that I saw on the train, a person was literally dead on the stairs. Right, he was just dead. It wasn't Tokyo, because I used to go to Tokyo a lot. I forgot why I went to Tokyo so much. It was usually like YouTube content. You would notice that like in Tokyo there's like significantly a lot more homeless people. And I'm guessing that guy was homeless. What I'm assuming was he was just homeless on the stairs and it was just time for him to die. And he just died. I saw the police getting his body and putting a white cloth over him and taking him away. That's the part that I saw.
What?
Yeah. I didn't see his face. I only saw the police put the white cloth on him and taking him away.
Why there's so much dark stories? I don't have any dark stories. See, this is what I'm really worried about, but I know that Steph has more stories than me.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Like, I really believe sometimes though, like you have like this energy to like bring like weird people around you. Like there are people with like energy that like are able to pull like these types of people or like these events to them, and I really believe that Steph and my older sister has like that aura or like that energy that like pulls these people.
Or can we just say that like the people we ran to are weird? Not like
you ran into?
Yeah, can we just say that the people that I ran to are weird?
Of course, we're not like asking for it. I know
it's
that
like the energy and stuff is
no,
like
no, no,
making
no, no.
all
That's
the
not
weird
what.
people
Oh
come
my
to
gosh, she is twisting my words. I'm not saying like she's asking for it. Like there are people that like have like this energy that like pulls like.
I just repeated what you said.
She's giving me like this look. I'm not trying to insult you, Steph. Oh my god. Like, I'm serious. There's like these people that have like this energy. Because I bet this is a couple of stories that she said. It's like quite. Man, not a lot of people experience these kind of stuff. It's like it happens. Like definitely it happens in Japan, but like I don't.
Yes, I do. But you.
But like okay, and now it's like hard for me to tell myself because it's like really so like compared to yours.
Oh my god, it's okay.
I think Steph just gave you like dark story, so I'm gonna give you like a more like funny, light kind of story. I think it was mom's birthday and I was going back home to celebrate mom's birthday because we were gonna have like a dinner. Just on the train, I'm like really tired. It was like a really empty train, tamatama, and then I was just on my phone like, and then all of a sudden, なんか水がついて頭に and I was like that's really weird because it wasn't like raining on that day and
Sarah's really short by the way, so it could be like someone's drool or like someone's armpit sweat.
Oh my god.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. Water got on my head and I was like that's really weird because it wasn't like raining and like the windows are like all closed, like so even if it was raining like it was impossible for water to get in, so I was like that's really weird. The water stopped, so I was like okay, I'm just like whatever, and I went back on foot and then all of a sudden the train comes to a stop. You know when you go
water budget.
And then you know when you stop, it goes like this.
Yeah.
その時に water came, yeah. The water comes again. I was like, what the heck? Where is this water coming from? And when I look in front of me, there's like this oji-chan that's reading a newspaper, and between his legs there's like paku no Antonio. What was happening the whole time? So he had this paku juju, and there's like the straw on it. And when the train stops, you know how we go like this? And sometimes he puts like strength on it, like goes like this, and then it makes the squirt out. And it was that like going on me the whole time.
We were standing or sitting next to each other?
No, he was sitting in front of me. I was like pushed it, and then it would go across to the seat where I'm sitting. It was a really empty train, and I was like, all the place I could sat. Like I sat in front of this oji-chan. Then there's like yeah. The most annoying part is that he was like so in his like newspaper. Like he doesn't notice that he's like squirting tonyu at people. I was like really pissed off, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna move. And I went to like a different seat because there was a lot of seats open. It's like the end of the story, but that was my. Yeah. So be careful with like oji-chan with like paku juice on the train. I think that's like all though. I only have 2 stories.
Something that I thought was really funny was one time I was walking with mom and we were inside the train together, and there's these like little kids like doing their own thing like yeah, and the mom was saying be quiet. I think the kid was singing. He was like singing a song. I was like, Mom, what would have happened if like we sang in the trains back in the States? Did I tell you the story? It was really cute. Apparently when me and Jen, when we were in New York and we were still little, we would sing songs too, like Mary had a little lamb, or like any like nursery rhyme. What I thought was really cute was in the subways in New York, every time we sang, they would clap and like sing with us and stuff. And I was like, wow, that's like really different from Japan. Yeah,
I really, Japanese people, they're really strict to like kids and like kids like being noisy on the train. We had a lot of problems with like noises because like we came from like the States, and like I feel like people don't really care that much. That's why my brothers, like they would be outside of our house and they would like play like soccer and stuff. They'd be like really loud. People would call my brother's elementary school and put complaints. One really scary thing is that actually like an old lady came up to Brian and was like, hey, can you know Namae nani? And she said it like a really nice one, like nani. I was like, oh, my name is this, and he's like, oh, what elementary school are you from? He's like, oh, I'm this elementary school. And then the next day that call happened. Oh, so that lady only asked him for his name and what school he's from so she could like call a complaint.
What an asshole lady.
Yeah.
Just tell him to be quiet. Brian's a good kid. He'll be quiet if she tells him to.
Yeah, I think it's like so weird that she couldn't tell herself.
The place that I work in, there's like a lot of kids. One time, a grandma neighbor called the cops.
What?
Yeah, and like cops came to the school.
Wait, why?
Because like apparently the grandma was like, they're too noisy. And you know how like when you tell kids to like be quiet or else the cops will come kind of thing, like you say it as a jodan.
Yeah.
Like for us it's like serious, like kids, like
it happens
shut up.
A lot.
I know of only one time that happened. When we tell the kids to be quiet because the cops are gonna come. Like for us it's a reality. Like
you're serious.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like kids, like if you don't want the cops to come, like just like lower your voice.
But seriously, what can the cops do about this? Like, 注意ぐらい。静かにしてくださいぐらい。
Yeah.
そうなんや。I just have another story. You know how like when we first moved to Japan, we would fight a lot. Yeah, like we would. Okay. Right now we don't fight that much. But
because
like, when we first moved to Japan, like literally it was fighting like every day and like literally screaming to the top of your lung kind of fight, and like it's in English, so like for like the people in the neighborhood it's like a very strange. I feel like there's like people like
to put it in context, one time our grandma came to us crying and she said, please stop fighting. I don't know what you guys are saying because it's all in English, but it's really scaring me and making me sad, so please stop fighting. Like Obajang said that once. Yeah. And we just like stopped.
That's how often it happened. Like, it was like almost every day.
It's not like crazy.
So I was elementary school at this time, and I was just like playing outside like by myself. And then there was like these 2 obachans that came and they're like, eh, 家知ってる? And he's like, 知ってるわ。外国人の女の子たちすっごい叫んでるね。もう怖い。Like, I'm really embarrassed. I knew that we fought and stuff, but I didn't know like we were like known to be these foreigners that like scream and like we were like scary people. Like that was like what we were known for in our neighborhood. I don't think like anymore because we don't fight and stuff, and like we're like really peaceful now and we get along. But like, I think like during that time, like we were known in the neighborhood to be like really loud. Like we're always fighting. We're like these cranky like foreigners. Like
I didn't know that.
Like I think that when they said that, they didn't expect that I knew Japanese. That's why they said it in front of me because they were literally right in front of me.
Oh wait, but you were at the park, right?
No, I was playing in front of the house and they were passing our house. Yeah. That was really awkward. Like I didn't know what to say. And yeah, like I was actually really curious. So like one time there was like a fight happening. I actually went outside and like 本当に丸聞こえ. You literally could hear like every word. Like I couldn't even get mad at these old people because like it's true.
Well, we were kids and now we're adults. Doesn't it feel weird to say that we're adults? I actually don't feel my age. I never did.
確かに I don't feel like an adult, but I feel like a grandma.
I feel like it's been like this for the longest time with the both of us. Like, I always feel like...
Did I tell you this before?
One time you told me that, like, when I see you, like, I feel, like, really old. Like, yeah, this is, like, we're, like...
Really getting off the topic. What should I title this one?
I don't know, but, you could, like, cut it out. You can make it into 2-3 videos if you want. Like, that's all up to you. And just get like the funny moments that you want to put up and then put it on the internet, because usually like these kind of videos it's like we film for an hour and you only use like 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm thinking of like we should redo the intro and change it.
Okay.
I don't know what it is because I feel like it was really random. Let's redo the intro.
Hi guys.
Hi. Oh wait.
So we have our yeah. We just ate
Okay.
this while we talked about.
I'm gonna shoot it. I think we really got out of talk about movies. We're just gonna end it here because I feel like the more we're gonna talk, it's gonna be like a whole different video. So I guess this is gonna be the end of today's video.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks. Hi guys. Thanks for watching and thanks for joining us today. And yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye.